Rainbow Dash!
One morning, Gordon was feeling cross.
Why should Henry have a new shape? A shape good enough for me is good enough for him. He goes gallivanting off to Crewe, leaving us to do his work. It's disgraceful. And there's another thing. Henry whistles too much. No respectable engine ever whistles loudly at stations. It isn't wrong, but we just don't do it.
Poor Henry wasn't feeling very happy anymore.
Never mind, Henry. I'm glad you're on with us again. And besides, me and Pinky like your whistling.
Yeah, your whistle sounds all happy, like a beautiful calliope.
Goodbye, Henry. We are glad to have you with us again, but be sure and remember what I said about whistling.
Later that day, Henry and Fluttershy were on a passenger run when they stopped at Wellsworth Station. There they met Edward and Applejack.
Hello, Henry. You look splendid. I was pleased to hear your happy whistle yesterday.
Thank you, Edward.
Then suddenly, from a distance, they all heard the sound of an engine whistling non-stop and was getting louder and louder.
Shh! Can't y'all hear what I'm hearing?
It sounds like Gordon, and it ought to be Gordon. But Gordon never whistles like that.
Well, I'll be. Look ahead!
It was Gordon. He was rushing down his hill at a tremendous rate. Rainbow Dash wasn't enjoying the run herself. The sound was so loud and ear-splitting that she had to cover her ears with her hooves. He didn't even look at Henry, Edward, Applejack, or Fluttershy. Instead, he screamed through Wellsworth and disappeared in a cloud of steam.
Well,
Didn't see that one coming.
It isn't wrong, but we just don't do it.
Then he told Edward and Applejack what Gordon had said.
Make it stop!
Meanwhile, Gordon screeched along the line. The noise was awful. At Knapford Station, everyone was covering their ears. Sir Topham had covered his ears as well.
Take him away, Rainbow Dash, and make him stop that noise!
What?
I said to take him away!
You want me to bake him away? But he's not even a dessert, and I don't think Pinky would find him appetizing!
No, just get him out of the station. His damn whistle is driving us crazy.
Oh, why did you say so?
Never mind that now. Just get him out of here before I go deaf.
Gordon puffed sadly toward Kid Machette, but he didn't stop whistling until Rainbow Dash flew up onto his cab roof and hammered his loose whistle valve in place.
Phew! Glad that's over. I thought that stupid thing would never shut up.
Later that night, Gordon slunk into the sheds. He was glad it was empty. Or so he thought. The others came in momentarily. Gordon felt very foolish that night. No one mentioned whistles after that. Next morning, Henry and Fluttershy were on another passenger run and were enjoying every moment of it.
I feel so well. I feel so well.
Then they saw some boys on a bridge.
Hi.
Hello. Oh. Medic!
What's that? Henry, what's wrong? Are you hurt?
The boys didn't wave or take his number. They were practical jokers and thought it was fun to drop stones down his funnel instead.
They've broken our glass. Those horrible little boys. Oh, the pain. The torment.
Oh, dear. How awful.
The passengers on board weren't really injured, but they were very cross with those boys.
Call the police.
No, wait a minute, everyone. Just leave it to Henry and me.
What will you do?
Can all of you keep a secret?
Hey!
Yeah.
No.
Well, then, it may sound silly, but I think it might work. Henry is going to sneeze at those naughty little boys.
On the trip back, lots of people were waiting at Crosby Station, a short distance before the bridge. They all wanted to see what would happen when they got there.
Henry has plenty of rushes now. Please keep all windows shut until we pass the bridge. Henry is as excited as we are. Aren't you, big guy?
Henry was feeling more stuffed up than excited. Soon in the distance, they saw the same boys on the bridge, and they all had stones with them.
Are you ready, Henry? Now remember, sneeze hard when I tell you to. No! You've done it, Henry! That should teach them not to mess with you.
Henry went home feeling proud. He hoped that next time he saw Gordon or those boys, they would have learned not to act like bullies.